Welcome to the Global Interview. Thank you for listening. This is where you can keep up to date with all the latest news and information direct from leading creatives, leaders, and thinkers. We can help to keep you right up to date with all the latest information from interesting people who make a real difference in this globally connected world. You can find out more about the show at theglobalinterview.com. Enjoy the episode. Paul Richmond, Business Development Manager at TEKenable. Paul Richmond is Business Development Manager at TEKenable, a Dublin software company focused on digital evolution for large Irish corporates and public sector clients. Starting his career in the energy industry, he initially worked in planning and analysis roles for a range of oil companies, including ConocoPhillips and Irving Oil. He subsequently joined NTR plc, where he was involved with a wireless broadband startup. Prior to joining TEKenable, Paul managed the Sage at Schools program for accounting software company Sage Ireland. Tell us about your current role and what you like about your career or areas of focus. I'm currently working as Business Development Manager with TEKenable, a Dublin technology company. TEKenable is going through an exciting growth phase right now, as we complement our heritage in custom software with a new focus on low-code, no-code applications. We're using the Microsoft Dynamics platform to build these new solutions. With Dynamics, we can deploy solutions that are scalable, affordable, and quick to deliver. They also integrate with Microsoft's other software, making it an excellent choice for any business. What inspires you, motivates you, helps you to make each day count? Working in a sales environment, I'm target-driven. The numbers don't lie. So in that sense, you always know what has to be done and whether you are reaching your goals. And I'm always inspired by the great team at TEKenable, especially our technical team who really go the extra mile to convert our customers' needs into transformative software solutions. Outside of your professional work area, what hobbies or interests do you have, or what other areas of your life are of real importance to you? I believe in the principle healthy mind in a healthy body. I try to stay fit, and I enjoy running. I'm lucky to live in County Wicklow, so at the weekend I put on my running shoes and head for the forests and the mountains. I'm also involved with my daughter's GAA club, Stars of Erin, and when I get time, I like to read. When it comes to your life-chosen career, is there a phrase, quote, or saying that you really like? Establishing trust is better than any sales technique. What are you most proud of in your life? Without a doubt, my 10-year-old daughter. She keeps me young, makes me laugh, and challenges me all the time, especially with homeschooling during the recent lockdown. What do you wish you had known when you started out? That's a hard question to answer. I've learned not to dwell on the past. But whoever said life is a marathon, and not a sprint, got it right. It's important to keep sight of the big picture and to look ahead, rather than always getting buried in the day-to-day elements of the job. Who do you most admire in business, academic, or creative circles? In business, it would have to be Warren Buffett. He's been involved in business and investing for over 70 years now, and he has learned a lot. One quotation from Buffett I particularly like is, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." If you think about that, you'll do things differently. What companies, brands, or institutions do you like or do you think are getting it right? Lots of companies are doing good things at any one time, but the key is to sustain it over the long term. Apart from my own employer, TEKenable, 2 Irish companies spring to mind. The first is Applegreen, the service station and shop operator. Bob Etchingham and Joe Barrett started Applegreen with 1 service station in 1992, and now they run a publicly listed business worth more than €500 million, with operations in Ireland, the UK, and the United States. That's some achievement. Another great success story is Smythe's Toys. Like Applegreen, the Smythes showed serious ambition and are now selling in excess of €1.3 billion worth of toys across Europe. Not bad for a family business that started with 1 store in Castlebar in 1983. What is the best advice you have ever received? I've received lots of good advice over the years, not all of which I've listened to. One very good piece of good advice was, you can always do more than you think. What drives or motivates you each day in a work environment? Making sure we can really meet the needs of our customers is a powerful driver. We generally work with our clients on a project-by-project basis, and good work leads to more work. Therefore, it's really important to do a great job each time we're asked to engage. What are your thoughts on the future of social media? After 20 years, I think we can safely say social media is here to stay. On a serious note, it's clear the big social media platforms are experiencing a backlash just now. Books like Surveillance Capitalism and Zucked reflect growing suspicion of the big platforms. To succeed, social media companies must respect privacy concerns and become more transparent in how they use data. If they can do this, it will help to minimize the greater regulation coming their way. What is your favorite social media platform, and why? Without a doubt, my favorite social media platform is LinkedIn. Anything you are prepared to pay money for must be good, and I have paid for LinkedIn Premium as far back as 2008. Outside of work, I also like Strava, a social fitness app. Do you have a mentor, or have you ever been a mentor to anyone? I have never had a formal mentor, though I have learned a lot from colleagues and bosses over the years. Thanks for your help, you know who you are. I've also mentored people in previous roles. The most important thing I learned was the importance of listening. Unless someone is comfortable asking for help and telling you where they need it, how can you even start to give them advice? How do you network? What is your preferred way to network? I network by talking to people whenever I get the chance. You never know who the person sitting next to you may work for, or even who they may know in another company. It's also important to go to those events your potential customers frequent. That's why I regularly go to industry conferences. I have to point out that it's important to be a giver rather than a taker at networking events. Try and see if you can help the person you meet with in some way, and if they can return the favor in the future, see it as a bonus. I also try to stay in touch with former colleagues, and I reach out through LinkedIn to people I can meet on a regular basis. What advice would you have for someone looking to get into the same area of work? Try it and see if you like it. A sales role is not for everyone, but all companies need to sell. And even in an age of technology, people still buy from people. When picking a job, try to get a role in selling a product or a service you can believe in. It's much easier to persuade the customer to go with your solution when you know it's the best in the market. What do you feel is the most common reason for people failing or giving up? I think people don't have the discipline and often quit too soon. Sometimes they would have achieved what they wanted if only they had stuck at it a little longer. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. How do you define success, and what lessons have you learned so far that you could share with our audience? I think true personal success is the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have performed to the best of your ability. Is there anything new that you are working on or involved in that you would like to share? Yes. We've just delivered a platform for one of our financial services customers to allow them to sign up and manage new customers online. The CIO pointed out to me the major benefits from this platform, not only from paperless working but also in the fact that the entire company could now work remotely. This was critically important during the recent coronavirus lockdown. It has transformed their business, and they are keen to build on the efficiencies we've already delivered with a follow-on project for back-office automation. I see this scenario in lots of companies, and that will be an important driver for us in the future. Thank you for listening to this interview on The Global Interview. You can join the Global Interview newsletter at theglobalinterview.com. Thank you for listening to this episode from The Global Interview. We appreciate your support. If you would like to find out more, please visit theglobalinterview.com.